Hey, this is Joshua Meeks with the PNW team, and I wanted to break down for you all really quick 7 incredible reasons to own a home. Now, we all know over the last 7 to 10 years, the main reason people were really appreciating buying a home, especially as like a first time or second time home buyer, is because we were looking at significant amounts of appreciation. But I wanted to break down for you really quick today, even in the market that we're currently in, 7 phenomenal benefits for homeowners just like you. Number 1, taxes. Now, young buyers oftentimes, as soon as you use the phrase tax benefits, they're like, yeah, boring, tax benefits. But here's the reality. That's thousands of dollars in your pocket. Mortgage interest is a deduction on your taxes. And that's thousands of dollars that homeowners are able to write off that people who don't own a home are not able to. You're not writing off your rent. You're not able to write off that amount. You're just giving it to somebody else. And as a landlord, somebody who plans on continuing to purchase more homes, hey, we appreciate that. But as your real estate agent, I want you to appreciate the appreciation of your home in addition to the tax benefits. Number 2 is the appreciation of a home. Did you know that up to 2014, the average person was experiencing a 5.2% year-over-year gain of appreciation for their home for the last 50 years. So while we all really appreciated being able to have that 5, 10, 15, 20% year-over-year appreciation on our homes, what's normal and reasonable is around 5 to 5.5% interest rate, depending on your area. And of course, Washington State usually sees a little bit better than that. Right now is an incredible time because we've actually seen home values come down, increasing the opportunity, decreasing the competition, and increasing the leverage for you as a buyer to purchase a home and to experience more projected appreciation because, of course, the home values have just come down just recently. Number 3 is equity. Money is paid into equity every month that you are making payments on your home. Now, whenever you make rent payments, once again, you're not seeing that equity build up. So when we look at our properties, we look at how much are we paying on interest, and at the end of every year, we go, oh my goodness, we paying the bills that we were already going to pay. And as an investor, as a landlord, making even a little bit net, better net on top of that, we look at the end of the year and go, this is how much equity we've built in our home during this time. It's almost like a forced savings plan. Matter of fact, Gary Keller states that buying a home is the best forced savings account you can ever have because it's stabilizing what would have been your rent. It's putting it back into equity while you're experiencing appreciation, and it's creating a forced savings account that you could tap into in the future or be able to even sell that home in the future and create liquidity from that. My favorite plan is to buy and hold, to buy this home, buy another one, and help to get every one of our clients ideally to be able to comfortably purchase 3 to 5 homes and really be able to look back 10, 15, 20 years and experience a significant amount of financial wealth and leverage for their family. That would be my goal. But once you do sell, you also have that liquidity. You can also pull out that liquidity, the cash, your equity from the home by pulling out loans and leveraging that for additional investments or back into that home. So predictability. If you are renting a home right now, and if you've been renting a home for the last few years, you probably have realized that your rent is not the same this year as it was last year. And rentals are continuing to be in a higher and higher demand. Why? Because the market's more and more difficult for home buyers over the last 5 to 7 years, particularly, forcing more and more of them to rent. And that problem isn't going to go away. And that's why we want to help you to have predictability. When you look at what your monthly finances are, what you're paying on rent, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 or more per rent, that amount is going to continue to go up. And it's going to continue to go up as you get raises in your life and as you are making more money, then now you're just spending more money that you're making towards somebody else's rent. Predictability means that if your mortgage is $2,500 or $3,000. This month, the only thing that's going to change is the taxes, and that's going to be nominal compared to the actual principal and interest that a landlord is going to continue to increase and compensate on his end, making more money while his or her principal interest is maintaining the same. So having a mortgage, it can be scary for the first 6 to 12 months. You're thinking, oh, I signed up for this, and now I'm stuck in it. And what you're stuck in is a payment for your rent that's going to consistently be cheaper than whatever market rent would be, per se. 6 is freedom, to be able to do whatever you want with your house. The very first house we purchased was a foreclosure, and man, we did all kinds of stuff to that house. We put in our own equity into the house, and not only just the equity that we were paying into, but forced equity from actually investing money, buying a dated, distressed home that's not in the condition that it could be for the surrounding area, and investing money into that home and creating what we call forced appreciation or forced equity into the home. So that's that freedom to be able to invest into the home and to be able to make it what you want. I mean, I like to put money into homes and buildings and properties to the way that's going to add value to it. If you wanted to paint your whole room pink, if you wanted to paint it purple outside, hey, that's freedom, as long as you're not in an HOA. So the 7th one is stability. So remaining in one neighborhood for several years is incredibly valuable. When I've owned rentals and I've had tenants in there have come times that I've had to reach out to them and say, hey, this property we're going to sell now because it's going to make sense for our next investment. And that tenant is only on a month-to-month or a yearly annual lease. And so when I give them the heads up, hey, I know you've made a home here and you've really liked it, but we're going to sell the home and you've got to find somewhere else to go. That's instability because it forces somebody else to make a decision about moving not only their home, but sometimes school districts and jobs and affordability. So we want you, number 7, to be able to have the stability of buying a home in a place that you love, calling it a home while investing into it and really leveraging these other 7 areas. Over the last 5 to 7 years, again, maybe even 10 years, we've had some really good years by seeing equity grow in real estate. And it's almost changed the attention from a lot of us, investors, first-time home buyers, and others, to seeing the value of real estate diminished to just, well, maybe I can get a bunch of equity and pull it out. And really, that's a very unwise way to see real estate. The best way to see real estate is by looking at these other 7 factors, figuring out how it's creating long-term wealth and leverage for you as a homeowner, and then being able to continue to build upon that year after year after year. And if we come across some years where the values go up 5, 10%, well, you're at 15%, that's fantastic. And what we know is that real estate is a long-term wealth building strategy, the best long-term wealth building strategy, to be able to leverage not just buying something cash, but to be able to leverage a very simple down payment, anywhere between the realm of 0 to 3, if you want to get more aggressive, 5%, and being able to leverage that amount of money to own a significant asset that can put money back in your pocket year after year after year. So if you have any other questions about investing in real estate, either as a first-time home buyer or buying that first multiplex or first commercial property or anything else, we would be happy to point you in the right direction. You can hit me up through wherever you find this video, or if you have my phone, you can call or text me anytime. Hope you guys are doing good. Talk to you soon.